Hey guys, so I went to a concert last week and I wanted to share with you guys my experience. So we saw the Grateful Dead. This is the concert that I previously mentioned in another video where I mentioned winning concert tickets. If you guys aren't aware, back in I think April or May, I was with my dad. We were in the car and I called the radio station and I kept calling and I won the concert tickets to a Grateful Dead concert at Blossom Music Center. And I was like so excited, and we drove there and we weren't expecting a lot of people to be there because it's the Grateful Dead, you know, like, I mean, neither of us were expecting a big group of people or like that, you know, hundreds of thousands, not hundreds. We weren't expecting a lot of people is what I'm trying to say. And we got there and it was pretty darn busy. Like, a lot of people. It actually kind of felt like Woodstock. And as we parked, we got out of the car and this guy, I'll never forget this probably my entire life, but this guy, I guess he was probably leaving his car, or I don't know. He was like, he said, let me find some dollar beers in this bitch. And it was like the way he said it, and I've told my brother this because my brother didn't go to the concert, it was just me and my dad, but I told my brother this, and of course he didn't really find it that funny, but I mean, it is kind of one of those situations where you have to be there, but still, I still like laugh at it. Like, it was just so funny. Like, that was my first, like, but yeah, after that comment, we started walking, and of course, as we were walking, we saw a lot of people with tie-dye shirts on and dreadlocks, and we smelled pot, and it was like Woodstock, and it was just so much fun to like be around all these like crazy hippies, basically. Not that I have any like issue with hippies, and I mean, maybe some of them consider themselves hippies, maybe some of them don't consider themselves hippies, I don't know. And it took us probably like 10-15 minutes to get into the place, and then once we got to the area where they check your bags and all that kind of stuff, and that we were literally standing there for probably like 10 minutes just trying to get into the place because it was so busy. And compared to Imagine Dragons, it wasn't super busy. I mean, it was super busy. Imagine Dragons was super busy, but it actually took us longer to get through the line to get in for Grateful Dead, surprisingly. So yeah, crazy, I know, right? And so we finally got in, and then of course we gave our ticket, you know, we had our ticket scanned and we got in, and then we sat down and found seats on the lawn, and it was really fun. Luckily, it was kind of funny, ironically, because with that guy we heard when we first parked, saying that he wanted to let me find some dollar beers in this bitch guy. We found $4 beers actually, which we had I had like 2.5 of them, and my dad probably had like 2 or something. So we got a bunch of those, which my brother was like, well, why didn't you just get like those $12, $13 beers? And I'm like, well, we didn't, so whatever. But yeah. And during the show, my dad wanted us to go get shirts, and I was like, I just wanted to like drink and just relax and just sit there and just enjoy the atmosphere for a while. And then like halfway through the concert, he went and got us shirts, and this is the shirt that I got. Hopefully you guys can tell what it looks like. There's bears on it and then a skull. Summer 2018, the roses and the turtle and the bears. And in the back, I will show you guys as well. Looks like it's not the easiest thing to do. Okay, it looks like this basically. And he got me a medium. And I wanted a small, but by the time we got shirts, obviously the time had kind of come and gone for smalls. But I did cut the bottom of the shirt. I kind of want to cut the sleeves, but I'm also kind of iffy about it because I'm not really good at like cutting sleeves on a shirt. I've done it before and it did not work out, so yeah. But yeah, I kind of want to cut the sleeves off, but I'll probably just keep them the way they are. But this is such a cute shirt. I really wanted a shirt with a skull on it, which I basically got, obviously, because there's a skull on this one. My dad really liked the bears on it and stuff, and it's just very, like, groovy and stuff. Okay, so I was just... Do you ever have those times where a family member who you like, but kind of drives you crazy a little bit, calls you and you mistakenly answer the phone and the conversation lasts for literally over a half hour, and basically the conversation is just it's just like cyclical, like you basically keep going over the same things for like 30 minutes, well at least 25 minutes or whatever. Yeah, okay, so as I was saying, the concert was awesome. It was really fun. And I got the shirt, as I already showed you guys, and had some good drinks, well, beers. They didn't, like, before we went to the concert, I think it was like the night before, or at least, or it might have even been like before we actually went to the concert, like the day of, we listened to some of the music, and I actually did know a few of the songs, which I didn't expect to know the songs, because sometimes when you listen to like rock and roll, like on like 98.5 or whatever, you like don't really like pay attention to like who the artist is or whatever. And some, I feel like so my point is I've listened to some of their music before, so I was really excited to hear it. And the ironic part about it, or maybe not ironic, but just kind of like part of it, is that I ended up not hearing any of the songs that I knew. My dad didn't even know all the songs, surprisingly. But we left about close to 10 o'clock because it was a Wednesday night and he had to go to work the next day, and he was tired and stuff also. And we probably would have heard some of the songs that we both knew if we would have stayed longer, but like I said, he had to go to work the next day, so we had to leave early. So yeah, we had to leave early, but it was fun. It was fun, and it was definitely an experience. And yes, I didn't hear a lot of the songs that I knew, or any really for that matter, but it was still a good experience, and I still had fun. And yeah, and let me guys know if you guys like the band The Grateful Dead. There were surprisingly a lot of, I wouldn't say like a lot of like, well, there were also surprisingly some like babies there, which I was like, is that really healthy to have a baby where there's pot and stuff? I'm like, ugh, I just was not a big fan of that. But yeah, so I don't know. But there were a lot of like 20, 30 somethings, and 40 and 50 and 60 and whatever. And we definitely also saw this one guy who looked like he was like a drunken hobo or something. It was interesting. And then this one girl we saw, she was probably in her like early 20s or something. She was like stumbling and falling into people's laps, and like, yeah, it was crazy. There was definitely some interesting people there, and some people that were like super effed up. But that's basically what you get when you go to a Grateful Dead concert. But yeah, so let me guys know if you guys like this video. Give me a big old thumbs up if you did, and if you like these kind of videos. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me, because I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or I try to anyways. And I will see you in my next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!